What up? It's your boy Wall Street, the NBA pundit slash hottest music producer out here right now, ready to talk to you all about some basketball per usual. And today I want to talk about the team that destroyed my favorite team, the Washington Wizards, last night in the Wizards opening game of the NBA in-season tournament. The team I'm referring to is the Atlanta Hawks, and the specific player that I want to address on the Atlanta Hawks is Dyson Daniels, who made his way to Atlanta during the offseason in a trade that involved the New Orleans Pelicans and the Atlanta Hawks, where the Pelicans received DeJounte Murray and the Hawks received Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance Jr., I believe E.J. Liddell as well. There's a couple other players, but Dyson Daniels and Larry Nance Jr. were pretty much the biggest pieces that came to Atlanta from the Pelicans. So Dyson Daniels was drafted back in 2022, 8th overall by the New Orleans Pelicans. He is from Australia originally, but also spent some time in the G League playing for the NBA G League Ignite before he declared for the draft. And he, has been regarded as a lockdown defender, very, very athletic guard. He's about 6'7", 200 pounds. But this season, he's really seen a crazy jump in his defensive production. He also is averaging a ton more points. I think he's averaging like 10 more points per game this season than he did last season. So he's playing much better. He's definitely a candidate for the Most Improved Player of the Year award. But the thing I want to talk about is he's currently leading the league in steals. He's currently averaging 3.8 steals per game in 11 games of action, and he's playing 33.3 minutes per game. But 3.8 steals per game, I know it's early in the season, but he's leading the league, and the next player in line below him is Jordan Poole, who's also having a much improved defensive season. But Jordan Poole is averaging 2.3 steals per game. So Dyson Daniels is 1.5 steals per game above anyone else in the league, and that's incredible. I mean, like, Dyson Daniels is out here stealing from babies, women, and children. He's stealing more than a crackhead and Dwayne Reed after midnight. It's insane. It's pure insanity. And I know I've spoken about this in the past, where I do truly believe that Victor Wembanyama is probably going to be the runaway favorite to be Defensive Player of the Year this year. But if Dyson Daniels is averaging 3.8 steals per game, and I think he's averaging like almost a block a game too. Let's see here. He's averaging 0.8 blocks per game. So not exactly one, but averaging 3.8 steals per game and 0.8 blocks. I don't know what else you can really argue for. I mean, I personally think that it's more impressive that Dyson Daniels is averaging 3.8 steals, being a 6'7", wing player, and compared to Wemby, the guy's 7'4". He doesn't have to jump to dunk. His arms are long as shit. He should be averaging a lot of blocks, right? It's not saying it's not impressive, but I personally think if Dyson Daniels sustains this for the remainder of the season, and he finishes the season averaging 3.5 steals per game, that I think is more warranting of a Defensive Player of the Year award, because Wemby's going to get him, right? I don't know how Dyson Daniels is going to continue to replicate this season after season, because it's just crazy. So last night against the Wizards had 6 steals. The game before that also had 6 steals. Just incredible. I don't even know what to say. The game before that had 6 steals. The game before that had 7. It's just like, how is he doing this? So, he's playing a lot of minutes. He's really getting the opportunity that he needs in Atlanta, which is good. I mean, I always kind of saw that there was potential here with Dyson Daniels when he was in New Orleans, but they just were not utilizing him correctly. I think the Pelicans are just a mess right now, with all the injuries and Zion, being out all the time and this and that. It's just like they're just kind of in a hole right now, and I feel for Pelicans fans, but Dyson Daniels, I'm happy that he got out of there and is having a great season. He's definitely a candidate for most improved. Definitely a candidate in my eyes to win Defensive Player of the Year. If not, should certainly be first team all defense without a doubt if he continues to play this way. So, the Hawks aren't, a great team by any measure, but, they're not bad. And the East right now is wide open. So I think it's going to be an interesting season, and I'm looking forward to seeing, how Dyson Daniels continues to play. If he can continue to sustain this tongue twister, continue to sustain this type of play, and just, hopefully he'll come away with the Defensive Player of the Year award. I love seeing guards get rewarded for playing good defense. It doesn't happen a lot in the NBA. When Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year, I was very excited about that. Obviously, I think Drew Holiday should certainly have won Defensive Player of the Year at one point during his career. Just everybody in the league says Drew Holiday is one of the toughest players to go up against in terms of having, a defender guarding you. You just don't want to go up against Drew Holiday. And I think Dyson Daniels, might get to that point. He's a little bit bigger than Drew Holiday. So it's going to be super exciting to see how he continues to progress and, if he actually is able to come away with the DPOY trophy, because I'd be rooting for him. I did not like seeing them, beat down the Wizards last night, but, it's nice to see a young player improving and growing into a role and, honestly doing like historic things. If he's averaging this many steals for the remainder of the season, that's one for the record books. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know the last time we've seen someone average 3 steals a game for a season. I believe it's happened before, but I don't think it's been at least in 10, 15 years, that we've seen someone average 3 steals a game. Like Kawhi Leonard, when he won Defensive Player of the Year, I think was averaging, over 2, but I don't think he hit 3 territory. Like 3 is wild. It's a lot of turnovers. That could be 6 to 9 points per game that you're getting off of just turnovers that Dyson Daniels is creating alone, if you're capitalizing on all those. So it's a big piece for teams. It's a really, really key point that people try to lock in on when they're coaching. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Dyson Daniels has the potential to become, this year's Defensive Player of the Year award winner? And, what do you think we're going to continue to see from him and the Hawks going forward this season? It's been super exciting to see a ton of players just improving really quickly out of the gate this season compared to where they were at last season. Dyson Daniels, Jordan Poole, Bilal Coulibaly, Grady Dick. There's just so many good players that have just really taken the next step this season. It's been super exciting to watch so far. So let me know what you guys think. As always, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. I got plenty more content coming. And if you didn't like the video, give me a dislike. Let me know what it is. I won't take it to heart, maybe. But let me know how you're feeling. So I'll catch you guys with the next one. Peace.